All right, what do you make of all this yesterday?
I can't wait to hear
Oh,
this.
first and foremost, it's the bay. It's not the ocean.
Yeah, it's not the ocean.
There's an inlet and outlet to the ocean.
Twitter has never been so mad as when you say Frisco
Don't do
or
that.
San Fran.
Don't do that. But there's a lot to unpack here, right?
Yeah, and I think first and foremost with Lauren and say it. Sort of like if Max Muncy wants to stand up and pimp his Homer, and then it's up to Max Muncy to decide what he wants to do after that. So it's just, there's a certain element of, it's not about him. This is such a grander conversation. I agree with Max Muncy. I don't think he did that much.
Yeah.
But you know who's on the mound.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right? And so if you're Max Muncy, hey, look, if you're going to sit here and stand up
But in this particular case, what Max did was nothing.
Well, I didn't think it was anything. But understand that Madison Bumgarner, it doesn't matter if it's just minuscule. He said, I'm just saying that if you want to champion, let the kids play, which is cool, and we like it, you also have to realize that sometimes it's going to cross over that boundary of sports. And that's who he is, and that's...
Authentically himself.
He's very authentic.
Love
so
it.
why does he have to buy into it? He even said, hey, you want to champion this? Go ahead and champion it.
He said, I can't.
He can't say it with a straight face because and I was a very emotional player. I always played the game with my heart on my sleeve. And he said something, and our whole dugout heard. I didn't hear it. I was still on cloud nine from getting called up. I just run to first, and that was it. And I just heard our dugout chirp, and I didn't really understand what happened. And apparently he took exception to the fact that I swung too hard, and that's why he hit me. So then what did we do? We came back, we hit Sandy Alomar, and the benches cleared in my big league debut. And I was right in the forefront. I come face to face with Omar Vizquel, and I'm looking at him, he's looking at me. I'm like, wow, man.
We will see what
I think he
happens
covered
next time they face. I know, where else do we go?
Yeah. Let's begin with the situation, as we certainly wish the best for David Ortiz and his family. I know Mike Lowell and Pedro Martinez.
I love what Travis Shaw said, by the way. We need you to be Superman one more time.
Yeah.
We're all praying for you, David. And they're coming soon. They're talented, and they are today's specials. We welcome you back inside. Burnsy's ready to go.
Where are you stashing the jerseys?
Ready to go.
I mean,
That's
what
we
a great
really
gig
wanna
you
know.
got.
I know.
You have a full collection at the end of the year.
The Blue Jays, the best. I don't know. I can't pick my
so
favorite.
far, when I've been on with you, the Blue Jays,
Okay.
for whatever
That's
reason,
fair.
I think the whole thing works.
You're entitled to your own opinion. Yeah. You know, you see the downturn in the division, especially if the Indians sell off. I want to know when the White Sox time is. Is it next year? Burns.
I think the time is filthy. So, Eloy Jimenez and what he has been doing, I mean, it's just, they have these pieces. You got Nick Madrigal potentially coming up next season, the kid out of work.
That would have definitely covered the bingo card for Robert right there.
Certainly.
You know, the question when you look at the White Sox, because the talent, I love the fact that they were all in on some of those free agents, right? Really wanted to push the envelope. The big question for me is Jose Abreu. And is he going to be around when this happens? Because he could be a piece that might be attractive to somebody this July. Jumping into the mix, get a couple pieces back for him, or do you hold on to that because he is so good? I don't know where that all is going to unfold. A couple of the pitchers went down with the Tommy John. Kopech went down. Rondon went down. We talked about Giolito there. So I'm sure those two guys were being counted on to be part of this rotation. So that pushed them back a year to 15 months for sure right there. But Abreu's a big one for me, and these starting pitchers coming back from Tommy John, when can they be back at full capacity?
All in on the free agents, talking about Manny basically in second to get him. So they're willing to spend money. Do they add? And at what point do they add? How do they negotiate the roster?
I don't know, Bill.
When you go with the add or subtract from the trade deadline, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be in contention to add. And if you can move something to get a couple pieces back for your next year or the year after that and become better and become good for several years in a row, that's an add, even though you might not be in the race for 2019.
Future's coming on the south side of Chicago, and it is coming soon. Today's special. I might keep this, Burns. You're right.